Well, it seems to me nearly all Russia hands got it wrong, thinking about Putin, thinking that Putin was interested only in cooperation with the West, that Putin was, was ready for partnership with the West, or that Putin simply was interested in domestic policy and wasn't ready for confrontation. Now we all see that Putin tries to survive. He tries to preserve the regime and prolong the personalized power system by containing the West, which became quite unexpectedly for the outside world. I do believe that Russian society, Russian liberals, and all Russians who do care about their country would appreciate, firstly, if the West practice what it preaches. Secondly, if United States of America starts to think about Europe and returns to Europe as transatlantic European country. Thirdly, if finally the West starts to think about the Russian fifth column in the West and finds means to finally return to the reputation of the Western analysts and Western politicians. And finally, we definitely need some kind of red lines for the Kremlin and for Putin. Red lines that the current Russian leadership cannot cross over. When I'm talking about the West practicing what it preaches, I mean, first of all, returning to the normative dimension. We would appreciate if the European Union, the most ambitious project of the Western community, finally starts to think about values and principles. Well, it concerns the United States of America too. For the first time in Russia's history, the Russian political establishment, the business class, the oligarchs are personally integrated into the Western fabric, accounts in the West, lives and families in Londongrad, etc. So if the West finds the means to influence the Russian fifth column in the West, it would be a great help for the Russian society. And besides, there are a lot of lawyers, media people, politicians like Schroeder, like all other people who are serving the Russian dirty money. You'll help us tremendously if you start forcing them to think about their reputation. Well, it seems to me that in the current situation of crisis, I mean the crisis of the European Union, when the Western community, and first of all European community, is losing its trajectory, West needs consolidation, and Europe needs the United States of America. Once Americans came and helped Germany with the Marshall Plan, now apparently Ukraine and maybe some other post-Soviet states also need Europe and Americans come and help them with their very complicated and dramatic transformation.